The Loaf and Jug Bacon Angus Cheeseburger. Now, I'm not one to complain about food that I get from a gas station, but I'm very disappointed that there were no options that did not involve bacon. I am a notorious bacon hater. I think the stuff that you get on like fast food is just cheap, basically cardboard, like salt flavored cardboard, and I'm not exactly too confident in this one. However, for the sake of today's video, we are going to stomach the bacon of misery. So, first impressions, I've got a bun that's the size of like the entire northern hemisphere. I've got a burger that's not thin, but not exactly that enticing on the other hand. And it looks like they put 2 slices of plastic cheese in there. Maybe it's regular cut cheese, or maybe it's plastic wrap cheese. Who knows? All I know is that, well, I mean, technically, since it's inside this, technically, no matter what, it is plastic wrap cheese. So, you know what? There's that. So, 710 calories, total fat 42 grams, saturated fat 18, total sugars 9, that's not bad, and of course, 1400 milligrams of sodium. So now's the part where I have to set the camera face down so it's a black screen while I open the plastic wrap. The plastic wrap has been opened. So this says to microwave on high for 2 minutes. I don't know what setting this is, but we're just gonna press the button. Press the button. ExpressVPN is not sponsoring this video, but they should be. So there it is. One bacon Angus cheeseburger that I bought during the throwback, whatever it's called, magazine, Auto Market magazine video. The only reason I bought it is because I didn't want to go across town to a gas station to get nothing. So I got that. If this was any other period in time, I would have just got a coffee and called it a day. But I'm still off caffeine, and I was tempted both today and yesterday to get coffee, and I did not drink any caffeine. Only 1 more month to go, and it'll be a year. So, it's been a minute. See, there's me. Yeah. It's very awkward how this reflection is in this video right here. See, this is the part of the video where you're supposed to, imagine what I look like behind the camera, rather than actually see what I look like behind the camera. See my dumb ass holding this fucking black rectangle up to a microwave. This is the part where it's supposed to be you, the viewer, experiencing this with your own eyes. You see, that's how it's supposed to be. That's the POV camera. You learn this shit in fucking video production class, and you have no one to discuss it with because it's not relevant in the slightest. Okay, that cheese is boiling, so I'm going to call it a day with... It was 19 seconds remaining, so that's some good luck for Truex today. Not that it matters because it's Texas, and he'll never win Texas, so... I knew that even before he was doing terrible this year. Alright, back to the thinking chair. That's the thinking chair. This is the... I should have gotten an actual ergonomic chair. That's this chair. Alright, so while we wait for things to cool, it is time for the traditional rundown of the horrifying ingredients list. Alright, let's go. So, we've got, once again, 710 calories. Trans fat, 1.5 grams. I can't see the amount of daily value that the sodium is, because it's too busy being blocked by the thing that it says that it expired yesterday, so that's why I'm making this video. Total carbohydrate, 48 grams. That is way too fucking many. We are not on keto today. And we've got added sugars as well. If it would focus. Please focus. At any point in your life, you are allowed to focus. So, Here is our ingredients list. Angus beef patty has Angus beef, 2% or less of the following: potato dry, flavoring, just flavoring, salt, of course, seasoning, gum arabic, grill flavor from sunflower oil, tricalcium phosphate, sesame hamburger bun, enriched unbleached flour, wheat flour, malted barley flour, niacin, reduced iron. It's always reduced iron. When are we going to get, like, additional iron? That's what I'm wondering. We need thiamine mononitrate. Ah, there it is, riboflavin. Riboflavin, this is a good sandwich. And folic acid, as well as water, high fructose corn syrup, yeast, wheat gluten. Contains less than 2% of the following: soybean oil, salt, sesame seeds. Like, once again, this feels like more than 2%, but you do you, nutrition facts label. Dough conditioners, monoglycerides, sodium stearoyl lactylate, ascorbic acid, calcium sulfate, and just enzymes. Monocalcium phosphate, yes, phosphate, calcium propionate, which has always been a preservative. It's always been a preservative. When has it not been a preservative? Pasteurized processed American cheese, cultured milk, and skim milk, which is, so different. Whey, salt, sodium citrate, modified food starch. When you say modified, what do you mean by modified? Does this thing have fenders? Does this sandwich have fenders? Modified food starch, annatto and paprika for color. I don't know what the fuck annatto is. I know salt, pepper, and paprika. I didn't know that they had a fucking failed, terminated pregnancy or something. The lost member of the salt and pepper family. Annatto. That'd be a dark episode. Sodium phosphate, lactic acid, enzymes, sorbic acid, which is a preservative. And we've also got sunflower lecithin. It's an anti-sticky agent. This feels pretty sticky, not gonna lie. It's pretty much glued to the plastic. So I think the anti-sticking agent of sunflower lecithin has failed. And we've also got on this occasion bacon, which is pork cured with water, salt, sugar, smoke flavoring, sodium phosphates, sodium erythorbate, and sodium nitrate. Can you believe that this contains milk and wheat? And there you have it. There are all the horrifying, ungodly, unsavory, nightmarish ingredients. Basically, the point of this video is that all of the things that I eat in this series are horrific creations that should never have been, observed by man, let alone by society in which, human beings do human being related things. I'm sorry, but I have to put the camera down again so I can pick this stupid shit up. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's still steaming hot. That's for sure. Alright. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Ugh. Oh, the cheese. Oh, the glue cheese. Okay. I'm sorry I can't do this with my right hand. I'm gonna have to swap hands. I'm sorry, phone. You have to have the sodium niacin or whatever. Oh my god, dude. It's so fucking hot. The bottom is so much hotter than the top. That's why I always put these down upside down so that the top can air out better. But That didn't work. I guess we're gonna have to eat this sumbitch upside down, because it's way too fucking hot on the bottom. So here's our sandwich of misery. You can already see that the cheese has coagulated back into its original rubbery mass. Alright. How is the Loaf and Jug Bacon Angus Cheeseburger? We're gonna fucking find out. Oh, the top bun is hard as a fucking rock. And it's still hot. Don't worry, it's still hot. But the burger is thicker on the inside, unless I just ate it at an angle there. Shut the fuck up, dog bitch. So it tastes like most gas station burgers, but we need to get a taste of this bacon right here. There's some bacon right there. We gotta get this before we get a definitive rating. That's a good sign right there. My body's already rejecting this shit. Oh. Oh, that's not good. The bacon is just... It's not helping. So you can see the bacon is just a paper-thin sheet of what can only be described as definitely not meat. Of course, one of my coworkers is calling me right now because 10 minutes after, being at work, I've got to be fucking called. I'm just going to ignore that, I've decided. Yeah, so you can see that the burger is actually pretty thick, all things considered. That's some pretty solid meat, given the situation. But, yeah. You can kind of see that bacon in there, and it's just a sheet. Like, I've seen pepperonis thicker than that. Like, come on, dude. The cheese is obviously the most overwhelming flavor on this, like it always is. I can barely taste the actual burger. Like, let's just get a little bit of a bite of burger. Oh, and the fucking bun. Look at this shit, dude. This bottom bun is a rock. Watch this. You can hear the crunching. I mean, I can hear the crunching because I'm chewing it, but like... Buns aren't supposed to be crunchy. They're supposed to be soft, fluffy pillows that you hold on to while you actually eat the meat. No, this bun is hard as a rock. Okay, now I can get the burger. The burger itself is alright. It tastes a lot like the other burgers that I've had on this channel. I think it has a better opening flavor. It does the flavor kind of rushes you. It kind of throws everything it's got at you right away, and then there's no flavor for the rest of the chewing. By the time you've chewed for the third time, that flavor's gone. But when it's there, it's alright. Oh my god. Can you see that grease running down the side? Ew, that is not moisture. That is pure grease. I mean, when you look at it from this side, it looks like someone fucking, like, dropped this in a batter of macaroni. It's got that consistency of the macaroni. The Kraft macaroni and cheese. But I mean, it just looks like that. It's actually way more pale in real life. I think the phone is compensating for the saturation. But hey, it's not awful. The bacon does not provide any, more reason to want to eat this. If anything, it's less because it's just such a distinctly, like it tastes so much like paper. Like, when you're a kid and you just take a bite out of a sheet of paper because you're bored? That's what it tastes like. It's like that soft fabric-y type kind of paper. Not the new printer paper that's like really hard. No, I'm talking about like the notebook paper that like when you spill a drink on it, that drink is there forever. That kind of paper. They do taste different. There is a distinction between them. But all in all, this ain't the worst burger I've ever had on this channel, but it certainly ain't the best. Am I going to finish it? Probably, because I have no standards. But, on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, the bun's dragging it down, because the bun was just a fucking rock. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. The Come and Go chicken sandwich remains unmatched. Like, that was an actual 9 out of 10. This pales. I would much rather have the Come and Go chicken sandwich. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I forgot to upload the past 2 nights because I've done nothing but work. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye! Gotta press the stop button with my nose. Am I gonna do it? Nope. Come on, nose.